my week 6 pregnancy vlog. As I said, I'm trying to get it in when I can. I've literally stuck Elvis in front of, well, I wanted him to watch a movie, but he wanted to watch YouTube. So I've literally stuck Elvis in front of the TV so that I can get this done, and which he's very happy about. He's over the moon about. So he's not going to bother me, but I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit more concise. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. I don't know if I'm ever able to do that. Okay, so I realised I forgot a couple things from my previous vlog about like how I was feeling afterwards. Obviously the fact that we wasn't technically trying that month, how I told Ken, like my after the lakeside toilet test experience. Yeah, all of that. Then I'm going to talk you through my symptoms for this week, what's been going on in my life this week. This will be like a little diary as well as we go along, because obviously when you guys see this, it will be out of sync to what my current life is. So it will just be like, yeah, a little diary along the way. Okay, cool. So first up, as I mentioned in the last video, I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked. Like I really was in denial. Then I really convinced myself, no, actually you're so pregnant, you need to take a test right now. Did it in the lakeside toilet. Who does that? I used to always think when people were like, I had to take my test at work or I had to take it in public toilets, I was like, why would you ever like just go home, take your test? No, I had that overwhelming urge. I was like, I need to do this test right now. So because I was manifesting this pregnancy, I decided that when we came back from this holiday, that we were gonna set the intention of trying for a baby. I'm a huge believer in manifestation, and I had a Moonpig card, because usually when you're in the moment of telling your partner, you're always like, okay, how am I going to tell you special? Because I don't want to wait, but then I need to tell you right now, but I need to make it special. So I thought, think ahead, Sian. You've already done this before with Ken, and I don't think I've ever like been able to get him a card made or whatever, because I can't resist telling him. As I mentioned before, I was manifesting. So I actually, before we went away, got a card made that basically said, our rainbow baby is on the way. A rainbow baby is a baby after loss. For those that don't know, that's just like a really sweet term that I think people use. And so I had a card made, and it like had a really heartfelt message from me. And to be honest with you, it was part manifestation, part preparation. And it was so mad because I thought we were going to be trying when we got back. So, you know, manifestation is a powerful thing. Be careful what you wish for. Now, I'm over the moon that I'm pregnant sooner, but it wasn't exactly planned in this month as we was traveling. Like, oh my God, would I have traveled if I'd have known? You know, there's a million things, but you know, I think it happened the way it was meant to happen. And if you're out there watching this and you're trying to conceive, or you've had a hard time with either loss or conception, you know, just know, as soon as I was like, right, that's it, like, let's put the brakes on, let's relax on this trying thing, that's when it happened. And I know so many people say that, but for me, that was my experience, because we manifested that this pregnancy was going to happen, but we were like, not right this second. So yeah, we were both beyond happy. I gave him the card. So I came back from Lakeside and I gave him the card, and I said to him, because where we were going on holiday, it's a funny story actually, we don't usually set budgets for presents, and we do both go quite wild with presents. And this year, because we were going on quite an expensive holiday, we were both like, let's set a budget for Christmas presents. Let's not go crazy. And we'd set a budget. So obviously we've got back, it's after Christmas now, it's now the new year. And I said to him, oh, this came in the post for you. It came late. I really wanted to give it to you at Christmas, but we went away. All I can say is I've gone slightly over budget on your present this year. Don't mind if I do, just out here carrying a child, creating life, you know, not doing much. I just thought that was hilarious of me, you know. I'm just someone that like enjoys my own jokes. I don't know about you, but I gave him the card and then I like walked out the room because I just felt like I couldn't hold my face. I was like, and I felt like and I did this with Elvis's pregnancy as well, actually. Like I felt like I got my moment alone to react alone and have my moment with the baby and be like, hi baby, you're in there, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant, and take it in. And I wanted him to have his moment alone, and he was like, what? And I think he thought it was a manifestation because we literally got off the plane and was like, you know, it's gonna happen for us now. We've been talking about it a lot in Thailand. It was so beautiful. In the sand, we were writing what we feel our next child's name will be, and like calling, I'm gonna say her because I have no clue, and I won't be finding out gender because that's just my inclination. Like that's just the way I like to go. I like to have a surprise, but I really have always felt that my next child's going to be a daughter, and I really kind of was calling her in, and we just wrote her name in the sand, and we just kind of was like, oh, you know, when you're ready, baby, come. Little did I know she or he, I don't want to have like a boy and then them to watch this and be like, you wanted a girl. I'm absolutely over the moon, whatever I'm blessed with. I just have a feeling I'm having a girl. So yeah, so we did a lot of manifestation for this pregnancy. If you don't know how to, or you feel like you're really stuck in a rut, it might be a good place for you to go with your fertility and really just like get a positive mindset and reset yourself. And it really worked for us. So yeah, that was a little bit of like the backstory, and his reaction, I think because of all of that, he was like, wait, yeah, like what, already? Like he was actually confused. He was like, wait, is this a manifestation or this is the real deal? Like what do you mean? And I was like, no, like I literally did a test today. He was like, when? I was like, when I was out, I went out to do a test. I dropped our tests, our PCR tests, and I did a test. And he was like, for real? Like he was so, and he was like, I knew it, I told you, but I think it was still that shock of being like, oh my goodness, like, again, like after loss, just remembering how much of a miracle that it is that you've even had the opportunity to get pregnant. So yeah, it was overwhelming, exciting. I think we were just feeling so grateful for all of that, all of the above. And then I was on all the apps straight away. I was like putting in my dates. I was like, right, on all the apps. So this is my water bottle, and I'll be having at least 2 litres a day. So that's like a change that I did. And to be honest, I'm quite good at healthy eating, but when I was on holiday, I feel like I was definitely, actually I was getting loads of fruit and I was having veg, but just not as much veg as what I'd usually have. So when as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was like, right, I want all the fruit smoothies, all the veggies. And in my head, I was thinking, listen, I know nearer 6-7 weeks plus is sometimes when the nausea can kick in a little bit more. So I was like, I want to get all the goodness in me while I can. And I would definitely say symptoms wise, I've still been really tired. But it's like a nice tired. So it's a tired that I either need to have a little nap, which if I'm able to do, amazing, or I just go to bed really early. So I've been going to bed at like 9 p.m. and I'll get up at 5 a.m, which I love early rising. And I find that has been working for me, but that is a long sleep. But I'm just listening to my body. I'm like, my body clearly needs this. And because I'm doing that, I feel like I'm not too fatigued in the day. I've still been able to work out, albeit I've been taking it easier. Sometimes I'm doing more yoga and Pilates. Sometimes I'm still going for my run, but if like the first run I did when I found out I was pregnant, I was literally like ran 1 lap. So I did like 1 kilometer and I was like, yeah, I need to pee. And I was like, oh gosh, like this is so different already. So I'm definitely taking it easier and listening to my body. And there's been a couple of days I haven't wanted to work out, but I think that I've been a little bit more on it because I knew that I didn't really work out on holiday. I've been going for walks, just staying active. And actually, I've noticed that staying active has helped with the nausea, which is what I wanted to mention. This week, the nausea has ramped up like massively. Although I don't want to complain too much, because I know how bad some people have it, and I know that I've had it worse as well. So I don't know if this could get worse from here. So I don't want to complain too much, but what I'm finding that because I'm waking up at 5 a.m, because that's just my routine, I don't know if I'm slightly beating the nausea. I wake up at 5 a.m and I feel so sick, I feel like I could gag. I have like a ginger tea or a rice cracker, I have something. And because I'm having it so early, I don't know whether I'm curbing the nausea a little bit more, because then I kind of feel okay. I'm hungry. I'm ravenously hungry. I cannot explain to you. The only time I've ever felt this hungry before, I've never felt this hungry in pregnancy, except for either in the last month of pregnancy you feel quite hungry, or I felt quite hungry. But all my other pregnancies I felt sicky, more so had like food aversions, don't really want to eat. If anything, I'm on the beige food diet. This week I have been hungry, like your girl's hungry, and if I don't eat I feel sick, so I'm always like, oh, I'm just gonna eat. So I've been having like a whole extra meal, like 4 meals a day plus some little snacks, and you know, part of me is like, damn girl, like you're packing it in here. But then the other part of me is like, don't think about the calories, don't think about the weight gain, like your body's hungry for a reason. Like I don't even mean like I'm being a pig and being greedy, I'm ravenously hungry. Like I was this hungry when I was breastfeeding. And like part of me was like, oh gosh, like do you think it's twins? I actually said to Ken, do you think it's twins? I'm so hungry, I've never experienced this before in pregnancy. And he's like, don't joke. Like he was kind of nervously laughing. But I've been so hungry, and I've still been able to eat really colourful, beautiful foods, really nutritious. I'll try and insert some images of what I've been having, but really randomly I've been craving for the last couple of days an egg mayo sandwich, like really eggy, really mayo-y. That's just what I want. And I know some people are like, oh, you can't have egg, you can't have mayo, whatever. I've done it all like homemade, and the mayo is like jar ball, it's all pasteurized, it's all fine. So I think it's fine to have, but genuinely, when I had it, it tasted like the best sandwich I've ever had, ever. I can't explain to you how good it tasted. And that's what, like, if I compare it to my previous pregnancy with Elvis, that like I didn't have one specific craving, but when I had a craving and I ate it, it tastes like the best thing in the world. Like I cannot describe to you. So if you're experiencing that, please share what your cravings are, because I might want to try them. So my boobs are still really sore, which is a great sign for me, because if I'm honest with you, this week my anxiety was like a little bit higher. I thought I was fine, but then I kept looking at the dates and how many weeks I was, and when I started to first get signs of a loss in my previous pregnancy, and I started to obsess of it a little bit, like I was kind of looking into things, and then I was like, Sian, this pregnancy is fine, you are good, this baby is happy and healthy. And I was kind of like saying some affirmations, that I was like, you are worthy of this pregnancy, this baby is happy and healthy, and all will be well, like just keep doing what you're doing, stay positive. Like I was just trying to get myself out of that headspace, because I started like focusing on it a little bit, but then I was like feeling my boobs. I was like, boobs are still sensitive, symptoms are still strong, cool, just don't panic. So if you're feeling that, even if you haven't experienced a loss, I'm sure it's really normal. And if it's not normal, at least you know that you're like me and we can be weirdos together. I've been having like backaches and general belly aches, not like uncomfortably and not like painfully, but just feels like everything's kind of stretching out and expanding, which I've heard in subsequent pregnancies, because you've got to think this is like my 3rd pregnancy now, apparently happens faster because your muscles are just used to doing it. So how the midwife explained it to me was that, you know, when you have a baby for the first time, the baby kind of grows and your body stretches and accommodates. Whereas once you've had a baby and you have that muscle memory in your body and your uterus knows what to do, sometimes the body can expand and to make room for the baby first. So sometimes that's why you can be a little bit bigger and you tend to like plateau. Some people are just bigger with their subsequent pregnancies. So we'll just see, because I'm going to show you my belly because it's looking very big for 6 weeks. So I think I'm going to try and wrap up this video by saying I'm feeling really connected to this baby. I'm feeling very sick, but I'm not going to complain because it all means that this is a strong pregnancy. I haven't actually physically been sick, and the sickness is very manageable at this stage. So I'm feeling really grateful. I'm going to show you my belly. I'm going to work out how to do this. Sorry, I'm standing a bit weird because I'm trying to like bend to show you. But yeah, you might be like, oh, just the mince pies, whatever. From the side, look at that. I'm sorry, but look at that. Oh my goodness, that's 6 weeks, guys. Lord, help my vagina. No, joking. Oh my goodness, look, hey baby. Front is not as obvious, even though I do definitely look way bigger. And I think that's like a combination of things for me, because typically I bloat a lot with hormones anyway. So I think that whenever I'm on my period or whatever, I have a huge bloat, and my area that I will gain weight is my belly anyway. So it could be a combination of things, but if I'm being honest with you, like I can't hold that in. Like that is my belly relaxed. I cannot hold it in. It feels uncomfortable to do so. I'm just fast out the starting block when it comes to these pregnancies. Like my belly's just out there. So if I'm honest with you, I'm kind of avoiding seeing people because I just want to get a little bit further along before do you know what it is as well? I just want to like, I just want to like kind of stay in my routine and stay positive. And I think it's sometimes easier when you don't see people, because when you see people, it's kind of like obvious. For me, it's just obvious. I just wear my heart on my sleeve. Like everyone knows what's going on with me. Just like an open book, what can I say? So yeah, week 6, feeling good. I will see you again for week 7 and give you an update. I've ordered a load of books. I can't wait to share some of the podcasts I've been listening to and stuff like that. So stay tuned for the next update. Mwah.